true believers. Welcome to my channel, Mr. Miracle Comics. My name is Dave, and today I have a support video for Rayman the Silencer Man's Give Back to the Community contest. So Ray, he's a really nice man. I see him in posting comments on other people's videos all the time. He's always really positive. And this is just another one of those really nice things that Ray's doing, where he just wants to give back to the community. So he came up with a little contest, and excuse me, what he wants you to do is talk about your favorite hero or villain, show some books about that hero or villain, and that'll get you into the first part of the contest, and then spell out the name of that character with comic books to get into the second part of the contest. And Ray has this contest set up very well. You don't have to be like a big content creator or do a bunch of editing or be on the camera. You don't have to get it in front like I am right now. You can simply, set up your web camera and just write in signs. You don't have to say a word, and do the same thing. Talk to them about, say, my favorite is the Hulk, and then show some Hulk books and then spell out Hulk, and you're in, right? So that's really nice of Ray. He's trying to encourage people to get on YouTube, because I found once I got on there, I got less and less nervous about being on YouTube, and pretty soon I was in front of the camera, and it was not a big deal to do all this stuff. As a matter of fact, it's less of a big deal than trying to set up everything and blah blah blah. So if you do want to enter the contest, just set up your camera where it can show the books, put the books in there, maybe write a little note or something so that Ray knows what part of the contest you're doing. And yeah, you can get into this contest too. But let's get on to the comic books. So personally, my favorite villain is Galactus, and here's my Galactus tattoo, right? So obviously I'm a big fan of Galactus. So for the first part, let's take a look at a few Galactus books that I pulled out. I'm going to pick out, there's a couple of really good ones. It's the Mighty Thor, number 168 and 169. And these two books contain the original Galactus origin story in it, right? He's been kind of retconned to have different origin stories and purposes and whatnot. But I mean, that's comic books, so not a big deal. But his original origin story happened in these two books. This is a nice book that I've always liked. It's the Treasury Edition. Right, so it's got that really great cover on there. Plus, it's oversized. I'm trying to collect up as many of the treasuries as I can find. In the back of this one, right, it's another great Galactus on the back. I like that kind of in shadow with the huge space scene and surfer there. All right, so that's a great book, great Galactus book. If you're into more modern stuff, recently this came out with a really cool Galactus cover. It's by Delato, and yeah, I just grabbed it simply because it was a cover. I mean, the story inside Marvels is pretty good, but yeah, this cover really grabbed my attention. I really like his work, and of course, what everybody's been waiting for. Let's take a look. Here's his first cameo appearance in Fantastic Four, number 48, and his first full appearance and cover appearance in Fantastic Four 49. Awesome. Okay, so that's some books that have Galactus in it. I can't show you all my Galactus books, so this video would be 2 hours long, because like I said, I am a big fan, so I've collected ones. So let's do the second part, and that where Ray wants us to spell out Galactus with comic books. So I'm going to start with Giant Size Spider-Man, number 1, right? And mine, of course, is signed by Len Wein there. Very fine, near mint condition. And we'll go for Avengers number 15. It's a nice book, a nice Silver Age A. For L, I picked Longshot number 1 in a 6-issue limited series. That, of course, is Art Adams back in the late 80s. All right, and then for another A, let's go way back to a first appearance here. It's a key book, Amazing Spider-Man number 15, first Kraven the Hunter. I'm really happy to have that book that I found. AC, which is Captain Canuck, because I'm Canadian, so I got to put the captain in there. We'll go for T, which is Thor number 390. This was recently a nice spec book. Bought this out of a dollar bin, and it's seen quite a bit of gain since that scene in Endgame. U, I'm going to take the Ultimates number 2, which is actually a true first appearance of the Ultimates, not the Ultimates number 1. They don't form a team in number 1. They don't form a team until number 2 in this issue. So this is an actual true first. And we'll end off with a really big one, and we'll go S with the Silver Surfer number 1. The most famous herald of Galactus of all. All right. So, Rayman, I hope your contest goes really well. I'll leave a link to Ray's channel here in the description of this video. And yeah, please go make a video, enter his contest. He's a great guy, and he deserves to have lots of contest entries and attention for this contest. This has been Mr. Miracle Comics. My name is Dave. I'll see you next video. Thanks, Ray.